This video is brought to you by FIFACoinsBuy.com. Use the code BUCKS to get 10% off your Ultimate Team coins. And G2A.com for the best cheap games. Hey guys, how's it going? Masterbox here, and welcome to this completely new FIFA 16 career mode idea, which I've thought about for a very long time, but I've only now gotten around to making the video of, but I'm glad I'm finally getting around to it. And before I actually continue on and explain this entirely new career mode to you, this whole brand new idea and concept, I really want your feedback and your opinions on it as well. So if you have suggestions of ways that we can make this certain career mode better, or if you just like it in general or don't like it, then let me know in the comments. Because I really want some feedback on this idea, because if this happened in FIFA, it'd make me absolutely ecstatic, and I think a lot of you guys would like this too. So let's move on with my brand new career mode idea, create a club. Now, some of you may have known that Create a Club was kind of a feature in previous FIFAs. They had this thing called the Creation Center, where you would be able to log online to the EA Sports website, design your own players and clubs and kits and stuff like that, and create custom teams. But for some reason, they've actually removed the feature. Hell, I used that feature to create some awesome videos before. And then for some reason, they straight up got rid of it, which I thought was... I just couldn't understand it. Maybe not enough people using it. Maybe it just wasn't used in the right way. But hopefully this new idea should be able to bring it back. Create a club works like this. The name speaks for itself very much. You create your own club and you drop it into whatever league of football you want it to be. You can create whatever sort of club that you want. You can create a massive club that's ready to compete with the Bayerns, Real Madrids, Barcelonas, whatever you want. A huge, huge club ready to win trophies straight away. Or, for the example that I'm going to be using, you could create maybe a smaller sort of team. For this one, I'm going to use an English club. Let's say we drop them into League 2, and let's call them, I don't know, East Ham. Depending on how big your club is, and for this example, it's going to be a smaller club, you are then given a budget. Let's say for this smaller club in League 2, we'll make it 20 to 30 million. And with that 20 to 30 million, you go through the list of every single team in FIFA and pick out the players that you want. Keep in mind for this example that you would only have 20 to 30 million on your budget, which means that you have to get over the minimum amount of players that you need for a club with the budget that you have. That means you can't go ahead and sign Alexandre Lacazette, Neymar and Pogba and then just fill your club with absolute superstars. You have a limit to how much you can spend. You could get one absolute massive superstar. If that superstar agrees to join you, maybe your club won't be prestigious enough. Or you could try to get a really good consistent list for the league you're in with the budget that you have, and then boom, you can sign as many players as you want, up to 42, but you have to get over the minimum amount of players, which I believe is like 18 or 19. Once you have a full list of players and you're ready to go for a season, you can get down to some of the fun stuff. You can create your own kit. Now, depending on what league you're in, let's say again for this example, League 2, maybe you don't have Nike and Adidas chasing you for all that you're worth. So we may have to settle for a slightly smaller kit apparel sponsor. Let's say, for example, we go with Umbro. So we are then given a selection of different Umbro kits, which we can then decide the color scheme for. And then we move on to the rest of the sponsors, which are the big companies, the big businesses that want to get on the front of your shirt. For example, the most popular one would maybe be Fly Emirates. You've got Samsung, Chevrolet, all these big ones that want to get on the front. But again, League 2, probably not the most prestigious, so we have to settle for maybe some smaller companies that wouldn't offer you as much money. So you won't be getting the biggest, most popular, and the best sponsorships that give you the most money. You'll maybe have to settle for ones that are a bit smaller because we're in a small league. Let's say someone, I don't know, someone shit like Wonga. Yeah, that shit sponsorship. Yeah, let's say Wonga. You've got to put up with Wonga, and you get the money that Wonga give you, not as much as what you would get from a better sponsor if you were a more prestigious club. Once you've designed a kit, you've got sponsors for that kit and sponsors for your club. You then get to pick your stadium, and as your club gets bigger, you play more prestigious competition, and your fan base grows, you then can get to upgrade your stadium and make it bigger. This also, believe it or not, used to be in FIFA. Back way when, I think maybe FIFA 07, when you were playing with a club in a career mode that maybe didn't have its own stadium like St. James Park or Old Trafford, you were just playing with whatever club and you got a generic stadium, you could actually upgrade that stadium and then it would appear to get bigger in-game, and it was sick. And it's another feature that they got rid of in this career mode. So it's like that. You start off as a League 2 team with a small stadium, and when you get to the Premier League, your 15,000 seater stadium is now a 50,000 seat stadium, and it looks bigger in-game. And then of course you get to design your own badge. This could either be an in-game feature where it gives you a whole bunch of different ideas to build your own badge, or maybe you could design something out of FIFA and import it in. And once you've done all those steps, you now have your own club. You've dropped it into whatever league you want. Again, for us, it's East Ham in League 2. And when you're good to go, you start playing competitions. As you start doing better, you get more cash, you get better sponsors, and you get to maybe change your kit up. You get to upgrade your stadium, you get a bigger fan base. The more money comes in, the more you can spend on transfers. You are the owner of a club. Essentially, you're the manager, you're the owner, you control everything, and as the club becomes more successful, you can see that, you get better sponsors, better kits. That is basically my idea, my create a club in FIFA 16, hopefully. Now, my inspiration behind this idea is actually an old racing game a very long time ago called Grid by Codemasters, and it's basically, the whole game is very, very similar to this idea. It's basically, you start off with some really bad cars and you don't race in great prestigious competitions and you get very poor sponsors to start off with. You get to design your own look of the car, but as the game goes on and the competition gets bigger and harder, you get more sponsors, more money, get to drive better cars, drive in more prestigious competitions and better tracks and everything like that. And it's basically the exact same thing. It's a story of starting from something small and working your way up to something huge. That's of course what you could do if you started in a lower leg, or you could just make yourself a massive club right away. It's that whole story of started from the bottom, now we're here, but in FIFA. But that will just about do it, guys. That is my idea for a brand new Create a Club career mode. We all want something new in career mode. We're all talking about online career mode or make play career mode super in depth and with a story like 2K does. But we really want something new and something fresh in career mode, something exciting. And unfortunately, there's not an awful lot of talks as of yet, as of me recording this video, as to what's going to happen in FIFA 16. But this is a new idea. Don't expect them to get that out in time, honestly, with about 3 months left until the game release. But I wanted to share my idea with you guys, and now I want you guys to tell me what you think about it. Do you like this idea? Do you want to see it in FIFA? What can I do to maybe change it up to make it better? And yeah, they'll probably about do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching my pitch. I really, really like this idea, and if we could have even something slightly similar to it in FIFA, it would absolutely, it'd be so sick, and I would love to make videos on it. But that will do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Master Bucks, and until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.